You think Nancy is more toxic than Donald Trump?
You know what? The honest answer is, in some areas of the country, yes, she is. I think that in certain areas, like in some of these special election districts, it doesn't benefit our candidates to be tied to her.
That was Tim Ryan. A Democrat calls getting louder for the removal of House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi, following a series of tough election losses for the Dems.
So could a leadership change for the left help make way for a more positive relationship on Capitol Hill? Wisconsin Congressman Sean Duffy joins us now to weigh in. Let's get right to that question. If Pelosi's gone, is there unity and rainbows and unicorns on Capitol Hill?
I got to tell you, I'm not sure about that because, one, it's not just Nancy Pelosi who's a San Francisco liberal. The party is not the party of Tim Ryan anymore. They've gone so far left as well. So if you change the leadership, I don't think you change the ideology and the resist movement of the Democrat Party. But let's be clear, as Republicans, I'm totally fine with Nancy Pelosi in the leadership position of the minority party because we keep winning.
We've heard that a lot.
She's the best thing for the Republican Party that we've had in a long time. So as long as she's in the minority, we're great with that.
Well, Congressman, President Trump said that to our own Ainsley Earhardt in an interview as well, basically endorsed Nancy Pelosi. Shocker, and said, we want her to stick around just as you are. But why is it that the Democratic rank and file haven't figured out that on the other side, you guys love her being in charge? Wouldn't that say that they need a change?
Yeah, but I think the Democrats' problem is that the party really has gone very far left. Think of Tom Perez, the head of the DNC. I mean, from my perspective as a Republican, he's a pretty radical left guy. But when he goes and gives speeches, he gets booed because he's not far enough left. He's not progressive, liberal, socialist enough. So I think that underscores how far left the Democrat Party has gone. And, I'm coming to you from Wisconsin. It's those San Francisco values that have lost a state like Wisconsin or a district like mine that used to be really Democrat. I mean, this was dark blue stuff. They've lost because Democrats are fighting over bathrooms and Republicans are fighting for wages and upward mobility and for actual families. And I think as long as the party keeps the resist movement wanting to talk about Russia, Russia, Russia and not jobs in the economy, and Nancy Pelosi is still a leader,
but
Republicans are going to continue to win.
How do you bridge that divide then? Because you have the responsibility to govern, and you could say San Francisco values and the Democrats are moving far left. But at the end of the day, and at the end of this year, the end of this Congress, heading into the midterms of 2018, you and your colleagues in both chambers are going to have to work with the Democrats in some way, one would assume, in order to get some stuff done. Because you can't jam everything through on your own, as we're seeing. You're going to have to get some Democratic votes. So how do you pick up the pieces and actually get some stuff done?
Well, so I think that's a really good point. So once you drill through the leadership and you get to guys like Tim Ryan, I'm on financial services. We have people on our committee just like that as well. You can find partners to work with that, they're Democrats, but they're not radical Democrats, and you can find points of agreement, and you do that behind closed doors. So, this isn't all bad, but the problem really isn't in the House. I mean, you can see in the House we pass a lot of legislation. What has to happen is the Senate has to be able to come together, and in the Senate, it's not a problem between Republicans and Democrats. We have internal Republican problems as you look at health care. How do you get 50 to 51 Republican senators on the same page to pass health care reform? That's not a Democrat problem. That's an internal Republican problem. Tax reform is also going to be, a Republican issue that we have to get through, not just in the House, and we will. But can the Senate actually pass a tax reform bill? So it's Republicans getting our act together legislatively, and we can do that around the Democrat Party.
Quickly, 5 seconds. Pelosi notwithstanding, who do you want to see on the other side of the aisle to help bring our nation together as minority leader?
Listen, I would take Tim Ryan. I mean, he's a great Midwestern, moderate Democrat.
Appreciate it, Sean. Thank you very much.
Answer.
Hey, guys, have a good morning.
Thanks.